folks, and welcome to Subjective Thoughts. And our comic for today is Young Hellboy Assault on Castle Death, Issue 1 by Dark Horse. Now, there is a creepy corpse, weapons, and plans to murder in this one. So, if you are in any way squeamish, you have been warned. Also, spoilers. Alright, here's the team. So this is not so new story. It came out in 2022. It's another mini series featuring young Hellboy. Well, this time, and it not this time, but it happens after the story of young Hellboy, the one on the island. This is after he and the professor are rescued and come back. So we start the story in Italy. It's some abandoned monastery. It's 1947 and it's May. Some, well, not a monk, but yeah, man, dressed like a monk. He goes inside, deeper into the monastery to tell his leader, I think Brother Matthias it was, that the brother, what's his name, failed. So this is a brotherhood that it's out to kill the beast they'll bring on the desolation, Hellboy. This is their sole mission. Where Brother Matthias is, like a coffin, and the leader, the one that started the brotherhood, his corpse is laying in there. Not, obviously they're disappointed in this. So Brother Matthias tells the other one, okay, go, I need to consult what to do next. Then we go on a month later. It's now June, and Hellboy and the BPRD have moved to Connecticut. I never realized, I thought that it was always the base in Connecticut. I never realized that at first they were somewhere else. So New Mexico was where they were first, and then they needed a bigger place. So they moved on to Connecticut. Hellboy doesn't like it there. He misses his friends. The base in New Mexico is all he knew, but they needed more room. And he's not feeling well, and he's upset, and he tells his. I suppose she's meant to be his teacher slash babysitter, maybe? I think that lady was also. I think she might have been in Hellboy, Young Hellboy, the story with the island. I think. She just seemed familiar. But yeah, he tells her, seriously, I don't feel good. She'll tell him, and she tells him before that, well, you'll have to get used to this place. It's your new home. He's got Mac the dog with him as well. Oh, she said, all right, if you're really not feeling well, I will tell the professor. Then we move on to a man going home after doing some shopping. He's greeted by a neighborhood kid, and then some elder in the neighborhood telling him he has a problem with the lawnmower. The guy's name is Robert. Robert promises he'll come take a look. He goes into, I assume, a house he just lives in, not his. Maybe he's renting a room or something. The lady who I assume owns the house tells him, "Oh, I'm making a pie. Come down later for a slice." He goes upstairs to his room, and his phone is ringing. He answers. It's like, "Brother Robert, it is time," and he becomes all serious. I move back to Hellboy in Connecticut. Uh, the professor is there. The teacher lady tells him, oh, he's not feeling well. Oh, Hellboy's talking to one of the. Looks like a janitor. But yes, they moved to. So that used to be a film studio. And another guy comes over and tells him, all right, professor, we stored all the, filming props and everything in storage. Hellboy talks to the other gender, I think Samuel. His name was Samuel. And Samuel tells him, "Well, I got you some, some magazines, Lobster Johnson." And Hellboy's all excited, and the professor said, "All right, let's go to bed. Get some rest." Hellboy's bummed, of course, but then says, "Well, I am pretty tired." His teacher's lady like, "Well, you certainly are sick." He waves goodbye to Samuel, tells him not to forget his magazines, and then the other, I'll just say gender guy, says to Samuel, "Of all the things, I think I'll never get used to this." He says basically something bad about Hellboy. Then we move on to see Robert. He shaved his head. We see a flashback to how he became part of the Brotherhood. I'm not certain how they recruited him, but it was him with another boy and a girl. They were brought forth to the where the Brotherhood is, and brought to the corpse. And then you'll know who's chosen to be in the Brotherhood if he also sees the same visions. And he sees the vision with the same words that have already been in other comics about how Hellboy, he'll look like a man, but it'll be a beast. An angel will tell you. So Robert, as a kid, saw this and started foaming at the mouth as well. So they're like, "You're the chosen one." The other two poor children got lucky and were sent home. So since then, I assume he's been trained, of course, and now the time has finally come. He's in Connecticut as well. He's heading towards where the BPRD base is. Hellboy's tucked in by the professor. He's too tired to even read his comics. He goes to sleep. His dog Mac is with him, and he also looks concerned. And the teacher lady asks, what are we going to do if he's actually sick? And the professor says, "Well, we'll see how it goes tomorrow. If if he's still sick, there's a whole team of doctors that'll look at him." Oh, before that, when she was telling him Hellboy's sick, he said, "Oh, maybe it's stress related from the move and everything." Then we go back to it's the other janitor guy, the one that said something mean about Hellboy. He hears tapping. He goes to a door, and then we see Robert. And then they start saying the words to each other of the prophecy with Hellboy. And then the janitor guy says, "Okay," calling Hellboy an it. It went to bed early. He was sick. I assume he's going to lead him towards Hellboy now. There we go again back to Hellboy, who's having feverish dreams about crabs. In the island, they think he also came across crabs. So he's dreaming about that, and then he wakes up like, what is that? And then he sees a shadow. Again, thinking of the crabs. And then, then he asks, who's there? And it's Lobster Johnson. And he says there is evil to fight. And Hellboy's like, "I'll get my cape." And that's it. That's where it ends. The end of issue 1. Oops, wait. Okay. So there's the cover. At first I kind of thought it was a Mike Mignola cover, but I don't think it is. Although the style is very similar. I mean, I read inside who those two that did the covers. This is another cover. I don't think this is Mike Mignola. But still, a great composition. You see this is the dead guy, the corpse. Then you see the monastery. And then you see Lobster Johnson. No, wait. That's not Lobster Johnson. That would probably be Brother Robert. That's out to kill Hellboy. There's Hellboy, and there's the dagger he's going to use to kill him. But yeah, good blue colors, good composition. Alright, now the art. The art is not bad. I can't say I think it's great, but it does the job. It's nowhere near as shite as the art as the art in Miss Truesdale, so I would have preferred this to the art in Miss Truesdale. The faces, when really close up, are decent looking. Yeah, you see, Mike Mignola wrote the script with Thomas. I don't know how to pronounce that surname. So yeah, standard cover art is by Matt Smith, and then there's a variant. I think this is done by Matt Smith. Okay, so yeah, you see there, the colors are decent too. I'm not great on this art style, but again, it's much better than much better. It's not shied like in the Artemis Truesdale. See, there's that guy, and there's the corpse. He also has a name, but I forgot to say he has an extra eye on his head. So you see, there he is. His brother Matthias. And there we go. We're in Connecticut. The BPRD's moving in. Although the building looks smaller, I wonder if they added more structure to it later. You see, there's the teacher and there's little Hellboy. But yeah, that's the teacher lady. So yeah, the art is decent enough. I do wish though that Mike Manola would have done the art on this. It would have been awesome to see him draw young Hellboy. I would have loved to see how it looked in his art style. Right. Onto the plot. Good first issue. We got straight after the whole island incident. We get to see how they moved to Connecticut. Hellboy's having problems after all this, and back to that cult. At least now, although I don't remember if in the island one it was mentioned that the guy that tried to kill Hellboy there was from a cult, not a cult, a brotherhood. I don't remember. It's been quite a while since I read that one. But regardless, yeah, good, very interesting. Will Robert succeed? What is this dagger? What's happening to Hellboy as well? Is he? No, obviously Lobster Johnson. By this point, I think although by this point he might be alive. Actually, it's a bit confusing. I read a story in one trade where he died on a train from an explosion, or at least died later, and it's just I'm not sure at what times he's alive. So who knows? Maybe this is either really Lobster Johnson, which might be pretty doubtful, or Hellboy's just having perhaps, or Hellboy's still perhaps dreaming, or it's some kind of hallucination. I think one of those three. Well, see, I am leaning more on this not being real. Maybe Hellboy's imagining the whole thing, and it'll be like he'll come across Brother Robert, and in his imagination see him as some kind of villain, while not actually realizing any of he's really there and about to kill him. He's gonna run away from him or fight him. So that'll be really interesting to see. Because Hellboy could take him. He may be a kid here, but he's a lot stronger than an average kid, obviously. So yeah, an interesting, good first issue. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. So yeah, I look forward to see how this continues. Will Lobster Johnson end up being real? What will Hellboy do? Will the professor find out that the gender guy is from that brotherhood? Because if they don't, he's gonna be in the midst of them. Among them, and that's bad. Alright, so that is it, folks. If you read this one, let me know. What did you think of the first issue? And remember, collect what you're passionate about and share it on YouTube. Bye!